Let's understand torch gradients. So torch uses autograd, a powerful system for automatic differentiation. So this is for neural networks to learn the backpropagation for neural networks. Let's see an example. So we have some x tensor, and we perform some operations like squaring it and then times 2 plus 1. And we can compute the gradient with respect to x by calling dot backward. So y dot backward, and we pass in the tensor of all ones that has same shape as y. So here this will cause the gradient to x to have the gradient, and this will be a number, backpropagation number from this operation. So we know how derivatives work. If you have this x squared, it's gonna be derivative will be 2x, so you can remind yourself. And the PyTorch will actually compute. So you see that if we at x equals 3, if we have some value of x3, then the gradient or derivative here will be 2x, which is 6, and PyTorch will compute it autonomously. So if you say y dot backward and you print x.grad, after that it's gonna give you 6, the value of the gradient at that point. So what just happened? So PyTorch built a graph that goes from x. So PyTorch sees that we have x, then there is the square function, and then there is y as the output. And backward will apply the chain rule there, and result will be stored in x.grad. By the way, if you want full detailed PyTorch course with all of the math fundamentals, neural networks, transformers as well, you can just check the link below the video and join our community to become AI researcher, AI engineer. So we have classes and community. In community you can ask questions, engage into discussion. I'm here answering questions, so link below the video. Let's now see multiple operations starting from x to be 2, value 2, and then 3x, and then 2 squared. So a is x3, as you see the whole chain here. And then, yeah, this is the math. And the gradients, dy with respect to db, it's gonna be 1 here, and then we have db with respect to dA, it's gonna be this one, and then lastly this one. So this is the backpropagation. I mean, this is the, we're gonna use these gradients to do the backpropagation, the chain rule. And if we multiply them, we can get dy with respect to dx. That's how you, so that's gonna be 6a. And if we plug in x equals 2, we get 3 times 2 is gonna be 6. So gradient is 6 times 6, so 6a, 36 in this case, gradient of y with respect to x. So if you change x by a little bit, this y will change by 36 times that little bit. So if you actually just call y dot backward and print gradient, it will give you this 36 automatically. In training we actually usually have vectors and not scalars. So let's say we have vector of x, and then we have y is x squared dot sum. We have two functions here, so squaring and sum. So what this means is x squared, so we square each of these elements and then add them up. So let's see some manual gradients, derivative per element. So dy, how does y change for each of these individually? So how does y change when the first element changes? How does y change when the second element changes, etc.? So y dy over dx and then any element is going to be 2 times that element, because this is the formula. So this is the formula, and if we look at y with respect to this, derivative of y with respect to this, these two are constants because we are just looking with respect to this one, and it's just going to be 2x because it's squared, so we take the derivative of this Now let's see if output is not a single number, if output is a vector, because here this formula is gonna sum all of the elements and give one element scalar as the y. But what if we actually keep the y output to be a vector itself? So let's say we have this vector 1, 2, 3, and we just square each element, so the output is gonna be 1, 4, 9 for for forward propagation. So how do we calculate y.backward? So this is gonna fail because gradients are only defined automatically for scalar outputs, and the fix is to provide gradient from top. So we need to add this torch.ones like y. It's gonna be just a vector of ones, all ones. Shape is gonna be same as y, and then we call y.backward with that initialization of this, and it's gonna work when we print x.grad. It's gonna be like this. These are the so you are telling PyTorch to assume gradient of output 1, 1, 1, and then using the chain rule calculate all of the values here. Common bug that happens is that PyTorch adds gradients, it does not override them. So let's say we have first backward pass and the gradient of x is gonna be 4, and if you call it again, now the gradient of x will be 8 because it doesn't overwrite. You called the backward again, and now it's, you see, now it's gonna just add, not overwrite. And that's why you wanna reset gradients. So x.grad equals none, that's gonna reset, and then you can call backward and then it's gonna show correctly. So this is needed for summing gradients across batches, multi-loss training, multiple backward passes. So you may join the school community to become AI researcher. We have all of the courses here going on. We have the community as well. You can write questions here. I'm right here answering all of the questions, providing support. So see you in the community link below the video.